No, that's wrong. Dixie Diamonds 176. Metz, Isabella Falls, Dixie, 10:01 p.m. Simultaneously to Lala speaking with Agent Jeffrey, Balloony reached out to Joey as she and Pilotre continued their trek home. Joey, I have news for Pilotre, Z said as introduction. Are you somewhere where I can speak to you directly, or would it be better if you relayed information for me? Having skirted the northernmost hole of Gulf de Metz Technopole and hiked along the final unpaved path on their now northwestward saunter from Lake Ariane towards Joey's flat on Rue Edouard Bilaine via paved sidewalks and paths through the mostly deserted university campus, Joey replied, We need to be cautious. We're on campus grounds, and even though there are very little staff or students here, I do not want to draw attention to us. One moment, and I'll speak with Pilotre. Our friend has information for you, she said softly. Given our return to campus, I'd rather repeat what Z says, rather than have Zah speak through me. Is that all right? Oh, Joey, that is always your choice, Pilotre said passionately. Any surrender of your autonomy is always for you to decide. I'm certain we can communicate effectively by chatting indirectly. Thank you for asking. Balloony, Joey said, you heard his answer. Please tell me what Pilotre needs to know, and I will repeat it. Wonderful, Balloony said to Joey. Thank you again. Please tell Pilotre that when Brency was forced to land the Brency copter, the authorities learned of his Jane Ross personal assistant security program. The information became known to both the police and the ASIO. Go ahead. Joey repeated, when Brency was forced to land his Brency copter, Australian law enforcement, both local and national, learned of his Jane Ross security system. Not only its existence, but also its potential for lethal force, Balloony continued. That it has lethal force potential, Joey said. Balloony said he was forced to land on suspicion that he was flying a weapon of war, and upon being arrested, the arresting officer coerced him to turn off his Jane Ross lethal security program. These two things together, flying a warplane and endangering law enforcement, were pivotal for his arrest, detention, and his transport to Brisbane to face legal proceedings. It was his illegal flying machine and the lethality of the unmanned Jane Ross security system that allowed for his arrest. As you know, Balloony said, Brency has powerful forces at his disposal, and their work to free him seemed to be working. Brency's powerful friends are working hard to free him. This is the critical part, Joey, a part of which you have no knowledge and that Rosier must understand. Balloony had provided me with much of the information he is now able to share with you as it was happening, but what he is about to say is unknown to me. In order to get Brency re-arrested, Elizabeth Borden told law enforcement that you had discussed Brency's Jane Ross home security system with her, that you had made it clear that it is potentially lethal and that he activates it when he leaves his house. Please tell Pilotre that and have him repeat it back to us. The most critical part of this conversation, Joey relayed, is that you spoke to Elizabeth Borden about the lethality of Jane Ross and that he activates it when he leaves his home. Most of this is true, Pilotre said. The only part I have to remember is that I told Elizabeth that he activates Jane Ross when he leaves home. Activates Jane Ross with lethal potential when he leaves home, Balloony repeated. Please reiterate the lethal potential part. And when he activates Jane Ross, what parameters does Brency set? Joey asked. Pilotre said. Yes, that is correct. The Jane Ross program is authorized to use lethal force. Perfect, Balloony replied. We're working to get Brency imprisoned or at least deported, and the threat of police being killed when they serve a warrant on Brency's home is an important element for this plan. Thank you, Joey. This is essential. Thank you, and thank Pilotre. I'll be back. Joey said, Balloony said thank you, and that these elements are essential if we wish to stop Brency. He also said he will be back in touch. All right, Pilotre replied with a nod. Thank you, Joey. We can stop him. I know we can.